I'm gonna try to do some videos this weekend and a little bit of next week for the Big Cat Thoughts in the month of March. I know there've been some events that happened, and it seems like there've been a lot of things happen in video game world, and it's not looking good at all. And I know that there've been an announcement for the price of PlayStation 5. Before that, I think it was few days ago, you had the price of the Nintendo Switch 2 first party games. So I'll tackle that later on tonight or tomorrow. So before I do anything else, let me get the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Secret of the Ooze, the sequel to the first movie. It came out this month back in 1991. It picked up where it left off. Long story short, the Turtles fighting Shredder, the Foot Clan, Toka, Razor, and mutagenetic origins of the Turtles. You know, the history of it, you know. Then you have new characters. Like I said, Toka, Razor, Aquino, the pizza delivery boy. I thought he was awesome. So I like the fact that they introduced new characters like that. And the cast, the chemistry of it is pretty good. I don't expect anything less. Excuse me, my words being twisted. My bad. And let's just say that you have the Vanilla Ice in a underground concert and the Turtles dancing. I think that's the highlight for most people. Go Ninja, go Ninja, go. And I think that's a positive. You see the Turtles not only having personality, they show you that how they get down. And the fact that you had people weren't freaked out over the Turtles, you know what I'm saying? I mean, this isn't X-Men where people are just completely mortified and freaked out and disgust seeing mutants, you know? It's nothing like that. So you had April O'Neil. You went from Judith Hall to Paige Torrico, whatever her last name is. I can't pronounce her name to save my life. I apologize. She played in Turtles 2 and Turtles 3. So I think she did a very good job in Turtles 2 and Turtles 3. I'll get to that movie later, but it's going to be very short and sweet. And the fight scenes, the comedy, I felt that there was more comedy than the first movie. So there are the positives, right? The negatives are they tone down the violent, the dark, the comic book feel. It feels more like a live action 1987 cartoon-ish type of movie. But I understand why, because the parents, the grandparents, the great-grandparents, and everybody else who watched the first movie, they were not a fan of it because, like I said, it was dark, gritty, violent, and everything else. So, and we see Raphael get himself in trouble. Second straight TMNT movie. If he ain't getting roughed up by the foot, he's being beat up and tied up in Turtles 2 Secret of Ooze. I'm like, Raphael, can you stop getting beat up and tied up? And what is wrong with you? But then again, Raphael is a highhead and an enforcer, but not so much in those first two movies. But I just think that they didn't use their signature weapons. But like I said, it goes back to the first movie being dark and violent and all the other stuff. And the people who watched the first TMNT movie weren't a fan of it. So they had to use like their hands, their feet, you know, combat wise. I felt that Donatello was the only Turtles in the group where he used his bow staff. Yeah, you saw Michelangelo using nunchucks, but it was more like a sausage-like nunchucks, which you saw in the beginning of the movie, where they were just roughing up the foot soldiers or the recruits, you know, stealing stuff. And that's when Kino tried to do his thing, and he was overwhelmed. So yeah, and of course, the last but not least, you have the Shredder versus the Turtles for the second straight movie. And unfortunately, the Turtles themselves were screwed over a glory of beating or defeating the Shredder once and for all. Now, he drunk the ooze and he became Super Shredder because him destroying the environments around him, and they had to jump into the water. Shredder, which is knocked out. And yeah, people say, hey, they beat the Shredder. I'm like, no, they didn't. Till this day, they haven't beat them. I've watched most, if not all, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movies. I have yet to see the Turtles actually defeat the Shredder, like we've seen in 2003 CGI animated series, or the not CGI, excuse me, the Fox TV, 4Kids TV show on Fox Kids, or the 2012 Nickelodeon CGI animated show, which I would love to get to doing that, talking about that, or the rise of TMNT back in 2016, you know? But other than that, I don't think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze is a trash movie at all. It's not. But it's not the greatest movie in the franchise. It will never be in the stratosphere of the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie, no matter what anybody says. Okay? I think it's good, but it's not great. And plus, we all know when it comes to sequels, they don't do well. And we've seen this time after time after time again. It doesn't matter if it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Transformers, or I can't say G.I. Joe because it's totally different, or other movies franchise, you know? You can say the same thing with video games. So, and oh yeah, people have said that the music soundtrack isn't that bad. It's not the worst, but it's not the greatest. It's not in the stratosphere. It's not the GOAT status like we have heard in the first Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie. So what do you guys think of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 Secret of the Ooze? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? Did you love it? Did you hate it? And oh yeah, let me make a very quick Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 Turtles in Time. It came out this month back in 1993. I think it was March 19th, I believe. I could be wrong. And I'm not looking at it on wikipedia.org, so I'll put the link in the description when I get done. All I can say is that is the weakest movie of the original trilogy. I'll go as far as say it's the it's the weakest movie. It is. But if you're saying overall, it's the 2014 movie is by far the worst of all time. I don't care what anybody says. So with that in mind, throwing you on salute with your thoughts on Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 and Turtles 3. And I'm going to catch you on the flip side. I'm out. Thanks for listening.